Yes, he will. Oh! Inside of her hide, looking at me. Last Wednesday, I did a live stream where I filled Junglarian 2.0 with water to do a water test. Thankfully, everything is dry. Everything is still dry. There is water inside of the Junglarian 2.0. I'm really satisfied with that. But in that live stream, I did a poll asking all of you if you want today's video to be a jumping spider video or a centipede video. And it was a really tight poll because 52% of you wanted to see a jumping spider video, and 48 wanted to see a centipede. So almost half of you will be a bit disappointed, but don't worry, centipede video is next on the line. Let me just show you, see, inside water. I didn't fill it all the way, of course, because the bottom seams are the most important, and if they hold, the rest will hold. And as I said, I was a bit worried about this part because, as you remember, this is what we silicone first, and then it took a while for a roach guy and me to prepare everything else and actually put a glass panel. And in the meantime, the silicone started to cure, it changed its thickness, so I wasn't 100% certain if we were too slow with it. But thankfully, as you can see, water is still inside, no leaks or nothing like that, which means Junglarian 2.0 is watertight and we can proceed with rest of the work. But I ordered everything that I need for that, but unfortunately now I need to wait for it to arrive, so it will take like 2 or 3 weeks before the next update. Anyhow, today a jumping spider video, a video where we will rehouse both of my jumping spiders. If you know, 2 or 3 weeks ago now I went to Živa Exotica Expo in Czech Republic, in Prague, and I got some of new animals. A pair of Phidippus regius is one of those. This one is Phidippus regius evergrades morph. It is the same species but a different color morph, I assume. Anyway, when I showed them in the video, I rehoused a male. I rehoused him into this enclosure, but since female was hiding in her web tunnel, I didn't really want to disturb her. I thought that maybe she will molt. Therefore, I left her inside of her original cup. But in the meantime, she came out and I actually attempted to feed her. I put her outside on a tree bark because I wanted to record a nice clip with her. But she was really not having it and she was constantly running and trying to get away from that tree bark. And when I attempted to feed her, I put a roach in front of her, of course. I pressed the roach a bit so he wouldn't run away, but he was moving and she was observing him, but she wasn't really interested in food. She just went on with her exploration or whatever that was. So I gave up on that and I attempted to feed the male. And by the way, even though female didn't molt, you see that is the male's molt. So he molted, and the most interesting thing is he changed his appearance. He's hiding now, went back inside of his web hide. But here is the clip of when I rehoused him. You see how he was all grain mainly, and now look, yeah, he's outside. Check out how he looks now. He is black, almost completely black, so I think that he matured. I know that a lot of tarantula species will do that when they molt, when male molts into his ultimate molt. Some species completely change their appearance. So I'm not sure if that is the case with this little bugger. Anyway, now his fangs are green here, and if I go and check, were they also green in the before he molted or not? Never mind, they were also green. But I wanted to check if Kiwi had a different coloration of fangs. You know, Kiwi was a female Phidippus regius, at least I think that she was a female. Anyway, if I remember correctly, her appearance was the same as that before he molted. I think that I have her picture on the calendar. Nope. Here's Kiwi. Also green fangs. Why do I remember that I had a Phidippus regius with purple fangs? I'm almost 100% certain, but memory is a weird thing. This guy is now strolling around, as I can see, and he will love the fact that we will provide him with a bigger, much bigger enclosure. This one and this one, but we will need to change the background. Inside of these two enclosures I have tarantulas. Both of them are occupied. Inside of this is Psalmopeus reduncus, and inside of this is Tapinauhenius violaceus, both of which are reserved for next Expo, the one in Germany, in Weinstadt. So we will take them out and put in bigger plastic boxes so they are ready for the Expo. By the way, if you also want to come to the show and you are interested in some tarantula from me, there is a list, there is a catalog link in the description, so you can check out all the animals that are available. I will only bring animals that are reserved. Therefore, if you want something, send me an email or DM, everything is written in the catalog, and reserve someone for yourself. Also, glass enclosures are available for the reservation. Again, I won't bring a trailer with me, so therefore I won't have a lot of enclosures. Bigger ones usually sell out, so if you want to be sure to get one, also send me a message or DM and I will reserve it for you. See you in January, February, March, April, May. See you in May. By the way, I have an idea. I always need more space when I'm doing enclosure setups or whatever here on the table. I always need more space. But I can use this that I intentionally built to be the same height as the table. And you see, I have more space and I can actually work here and here. That is a good thing. And also I can put additional light here on top, a dedicated lamp for this surface. Ooh, okay, never mind. I will think about that some other time. Now let's get a tarantula out of this enclosure. She's right there. I don't think that you can see it here, but if I bring you closer, you see, there is it, the Psalmopeus reduncus. Couple of pokes and she should be outside in no time. I have a catch cup ready, because these buggers can get quite fast. Poke, poke, poke. But if I do this correctly, maybe I won't even need to cup her. She will maybe just go straight inside. Yep. Easy peasy, right? I have the plastic enclosure here ready. Just need to add some humidity because it is dry, really dry. This was like super easy. I hope that she will continue this trend. Ooh. Watch your leg. Okay. Yes, fairly easy. Soon you are heading off to a new owner somewhere in Germany. We won't use this enclosure because the background is not that pretty, but this one we will be able to reuse just with slight modifications. I'm going to take this cork bark tube that she uses for the hide, because that wouldn't really be practical for jumping spider. Can we maybe do this also extremely easy? She knows that something is fishy. No. Yes, really easy. It almost looks like I'm doing this for a long time, right? This cork bark will stay. I will just put it in a different spot. We can put another cork bark to make enclosure look a bit more interesting, although recording a feeding video inside will be tricky because roaches love to go behind and hide. That is really annoying. But what can you do? You can either have a pretty enclosure that is not that practical for recording video, or you can have an empty plain looking enclosure where you can record the spider really good. Unfortunately, there is just no in between. There, easy peasy, ready for the new owner. Now, who will we put inside of this enclosure? Male or female? I'm not really sure. I think I will go with male because he seems to be eager to go out of his enclosure. So he will get the opportunity first. And I think that I will just let him to go out on his own. So we can see if he is satisfied. Hey, little one. If you go on left, you will see our new house. Look how spacious it is. Definitely the most spacious enclosure for such a tiny spider, but he is deciding to go the wrong way. Look how he is looking around. If there is some spot where he can jump. No, my dude, I don't want you to jump. I just want you to gently go over there. He really wants to go away from the enclosure. And now he will go back inside, or what is your plan? Okay, now you're talking. Yeah, just continue. Continue that way and you will reach it. Is this it? He's checking it out. He is definitely checking it out. And there we go. He is officially inside. I can remove the enclosure. You won't be needing that anymore. And maybe we can try to feed him immediately, huh? What do you say about that? I actually already have a feeding clip because when the female refused the roach, I gave it to this guy and he actually jumped. I'm not sure if the camera caught it, but that was his first jump and he definitely have enough room to do that. Anyway, what I was saying, I offered that roach to him and he was observing it a little bit and then just jumped straight on it, even though from really short distance, but it doesn't matter. And he's hiding now in the ventilation. I will run quickly and grab one lateralis roach, dump it inside, and we will see if we can get a feeding clip before the roach actually hides. Is he still there? Now again, I need to wound the roach just a little bit, so he's still moving but not super fast. Okay, the roach is down, you see, and he ran over there, unfortunately. Oh no, this would be perfect if he just stayed here on the ventilation. You see the roach is wounded but moving just as I wanted it. He's actually moving slowly and perfect for the video, but the guy is in a completely wrong position. Damn! Where's the roach? Did he already went behind the cork bark? Yes, of course, of course. They just love to go behind the freaking cork barks. It's so annoying. Let me see if I can actually use the roach to lure the guy. See the roach? Oh, yes. Roach is running away. You need to hunt it. Come on. What? You're not hungry? You maybe grab it like that? Come on, we can have just a small feeding clip. Everybody chant. Jump, jump. You have failed us, you know. You were too slow. But maybe he's not hungry. Ooh, look, roach is on the background. And now, of course, he goes this way. Go on the other side. Yeah, towards the background. Yep, that's the way. And now he went up. Naturally, right? Come on, turn the other way. Ooh, the roach is continuing his climb. This can potentially be perfect. Yes. Turn like that. Come on, now look down. Ooh. Will you grab it? Yes, he will. Oh. Whoa. That was a bungee jump. Look, he's on his back. And flip. Oh, perfect. Woo! We got an awesome feeding clip. Heck yeah. I'm definitely satisfied with this. Look at his fangs holding the roach. Thankfully they have their safety lines, so he can just jump and not care where he will land. Their bungee lines. Ooh, fang action. This is an awesome clip. Okay, I can leave him alone, so he can eat that meal in his own privacy. The enclosure will of course go on the same spot. So now let's set up the one for the female. I actually have this one that I need to kind of clean, empty, convert to a new dark den system, and then we can proceed with the rehouse. But I did that a lot of times recently, so I would think that we'll just do a time jump and setup is complete. It would be better if cork barks were longer, but I don't have longer pieces that are flat like this. Anyway, let's get the female out. She's inside of her, look, inside of her hide looking at me. So we will need to poke her out, and then like last time, she has an actual opening, so this shouldn't be a problem. Come on, girl, let's go. New adventure awaits. Look how lovely coloration she got. I'll just, where did you go? No. I'll get her. Oh, she's panicking. Nope. Stop. Everything will be all right. Don't worry. No, don't jump around. Jump around. Can we get her to jump into her new enclosure? Come on, jump. Jumpity jump. Hey girl, I need you to go into your new enclosure. Go. There. Woohoo, she is inside. Sorry that I caused you to panic so much, but now you can enjoy. And look at the safety line that she leaves behind her. You see? That way she can jump whenever she needs. And that cute face. But I really love her coloration, the abdomen with that orange color. And also if you look at her face, there is definitely tint on orange on her carapace. And her fangs got coloration like metallic blue and purple in the same time, right? Anyway, that was everything for this video. We will take her enclosure over there, and technically now they will be able to see each other through the glass. That will be interesting for them, right? Honestly, I'm not sure if that is a good thing or bad thing. Also, I'm not sure if she is a mature or not. Need to Google, but also if someone knows, feel free to write it in the comments. There we go, this is their spot. The male is still on top, munching on that roach, and they're so tiny in that huge enclosure. They can do some proper jumps inside. You see he's munching on the roach, while the female is just still contemplating her life. Girl, don't worry. Everything will be alright. You have an awesome enclosure now. Enjoy it. Great, great, great. So now, next video, centipede most likely, although I'm not 100% certain, but we will see. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs it up and comment something. If you want to support this channel more, there's a Patreon page. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. Upload on Monday and sometimes a live stream on Sunday. So see you again real soon. Bye.